Greetings everyone. I'm making a video about the traditional view on human consciousness, and it is of course the Mongolian traditional view on human consciousness, and make it related with the zodiac, and I think the zodiac is has a great uh, hidden secrets, and currently we are talking about the bones. And in my previous video, I talked about this sheep, and horse is number 7, a sheep is number 8. And today I would like to talk more, about this bone thing. I mean, there's many things that is related with this bone, and for a Mongol, bone is a very important spiritual element. And I mean, there's 5 elements. If Mongols were this smart, they would put bone somewhere. Bone is like a 6th element. You have water, you have wood, you have fire, also you have a bone. And sometimes Tibetans call Mongols as sokpo, meaning shoulder blade bone. And because Mongol shamans use this shoulder blade bone often to tell the future, and telling the future is mirglich, or it's tuluk hilich. Word tuluk means 1 year old sheep. So sheep bone is used to tell this future. So foreigners know that especially our neighbors know that the Mongols use sheep bones to tell the future. Very primitive people, they will say. And because of gender, there is a difference in faith. I mean, in my previous video, I talked about the faith. And when you're giving thanks to a Mother Earth, it's better to call for a female shaman. And if you're giving thanks to some local land spirit, or to a Father Heaven, you need to call for a male shaman. And there are mountains that where woman is not allowed to climb up, and it is believed that female beings should worship to these female gods and goddesses, and male beings should worship to these male gods. But in Buddhism, there is a deities called devas, and it is believed that this devas doesn't have any this gender discrimination or gender dividing thing. And in traditional Buddhism, human soul has no sex. I mean, your soul has no sex. I mean, has no gender. If your soul enters a female child's body, you will become female being. And if your soul will enter some male being's body, you will be male being. And thanks to this male body parts, you will desire male desires. So so Buddhists try to ignore this its organs, and ignore its this small mana stones that controls your desire. And in the middle of this mana, in the middle of this brain, there is something called a Turkic saddle, and on this Turkic saddle there is a wish stone, or this mania stone. And because of this this small part of a brain, you will be desiring female being or male being, and etc, etc. So these things will determine your sex and gender. So this So it is believed that this whole thing is beyond this body, and Buddhists ignore their body. I mean, imagine yourself being a lama. In order to be healthy, you need to use your testicles. You need to use your balls at least once a week in order to be healthy. I mean, if you're an adult male being, you need sex. You need some this thing in order to be healthy, I think. So it is believed that a person who has this longer sexual life, or person who has no problem with the sexual hormones, will live longer, will stay younger. And also you must not forget about the bones, and especially teeth bones. If your teeth is rotten and there is a small germs, these germs will attack your inner organs, starting from lungs and stomach, kidneys. And when these germs attack these inner organs, your health is going to fail. And of course, traditional Buddhism says that the greatest gift is health. And this is you can't choose your sometimes you can't choose your health, and sometimes this sometimes you get sick without any reason, and you will lose your faith in God. If you believe in God, this you will think that it is unfair that I born with this sickness and stuff. So it is believed that you must look you must be aware what you are eating, and you must keep your blood. And one of the mana stones is blood, and you must keep your blood clean. And in my one of my previous videos, I asked the question, what is a food? And people had many answers, but actually food is a poison. And because of food, we have all these so many filtration systems. All these kidneys, liver, and etc. has a job to filter your inner organs. And in my previous videos, I talked about the number one was heart, number two was this blood, number three was this up and down, God thing. Number four is its mother. Number five, it's the five elements. And number six, it's the poison, or it's the food. And number seven is the bones. And we are reaching this number 8. Number 8 is going to be our inner organs. And of course, our inner organs and bones, form almost together. And I sometimes wonder why God created such a problem. I saw a movie, Tron 1. It's not a latest Tron movie. In the Tron 1, or this original Tron, there was this pure energy source. You can simply get some from some from this energy, and you simply drink it. You don't need vegetables, you don't need water, you don't need meat. You simply drink from a pure energy source. So there's a question, why didn't this God created such a pure energy source? Why these things are so complicated, and why we need eat and filter some and create a very smelly poo. And somehow this food is food, and food is poisonous. And we also talking about this gender thing, and it is believed that men need to learn 13 skills like horse riding, hunting, and etc thing. And compared to women need to learn 21 skills. So woman has more duties, and she needs to create dress. She needs to look after the children, and most important thing that she need to learn how to deal with the poisons. I mean, she need to learn how to cook. And of course, this food thing is a snake, and she will holding a snake, and she will handle the snake, and will offer you this food. So number one is a same time number 7, and in the number 1 we have a mouse, and it is believed that the life of a mouse is uncertain. Mouse always fights for its life, and every day it can be its last day, because there's a lot of predators. And if you're a mouse, there is a faith that you must beware of number 6. It is a snake. And well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.